Welcome to Rats Chats. Today I will be reviewing the Handgun. The Handgun for both Kruber and Bardin function identically. There is literally no difference between them, except for the visual model. For this reason, I will review both variants of this gun together in this video. The Handgun. The exotic or orange handgun penetrates by default 3 targets, dealing 20 damage to each unarmored Skaven hit, such as clan or slave rats, and dealing 12 damage to armored targets, such as rattling gunners or storm vermin. Due to its headshot multiplier, any headshots with this weapon deal double damage. The handgun holds 1 shot in the chamber and reloads from a larger pool, meaning the quick reload technique is effective on this weapon, though only when hip firing. The handgun has very good accuracy, but it varies depending on the movement state of the player. Right-clicking to zoom whilst standing stationary is the most accurate, and zooming is also quite accurate whilst moving, but it does slow your movement speed. If you fire from the hip while stationary, the shot is also very accurate, but if you fire from the hip while moving, the accuracy is reduced significantly. It's also worth noting that if you crouch and hip fire, the accuracy is greater than standing hip fire. However, unlike in most games that I've played, a crouched zoom shot is less accurate than a standing zoomed shot. Given these states, the best way to handle a special depends on the timing window available. If an assassin has already landed on a friend and you are out of shove range, it may be best to stop moving, spin to it, and hip fire. If you see a packmaster at the end of the street and you know that you have several seconds before it becomes a threat, stopping to zoom then taking the shot might be your best bet. The handgun's role is clearly that of a special killer. It is perhaps the single best special killing weapon in the game. On Nightmare and Cataclysm, the handgun will kill any special with 1 shot to the head, and most specials with 1 shot to the body. The notable exceptions are Storm Vermin and Globadiers, which require 2 shots to the body. Thankfully, drinking a strength potion allows you to 1-shot Globadiers and Storm Vermin with body shots. If you are accidentally noticed by a patrol, drinking a strength potion should allow you to blast through them with ease, killing multiple storm vermin per shot with the handgun's penetration, even on Cataclysm. What may surprise you is how good the handgun is against the Rat Ogre. A single shot deals 40 damage. Combine this with a headshot multiplier or a strength potion whilst you spam bullets out using the fast reload technique, and the tank won't be around for long. There are some drawbacks to this weapon. The rate of fire means that other weapons like the blunderbuss are better picks for wave clear. While the handgun doesn't excel at killing ambient trash when compared to other ranged weapons, it can still be fairly effective in this role due to its range and the penetration allowing it to kill multiple rats in 1 shot. But since all your melee weapons perform well when killing ambient trash and hordes, this is not such a big concern. Possibly the biggest drawback is that the handgun requires 2 body shots to kill arguably the deadliest special, the Globadier. Despite this though, the handgun is extremely easy to use. Unlike bows and crossbows, you don't need to account for projectile travel time, and the default penetration of exotic handguns means that you can even shoot through other rats or your teammates to land important kills. In fact, the very low amount of friendly fire done by this weapon means that you usually needn't worry about shooting through an ally, as they are likely to take far less damage from your shot than they may have taken from the special that your shot kills. My top pick for traits are Mastercrafted, which is borderline essential, and then both Skullcracker and Hail of Doom. The latter 2 traits allow you to sometimes 1-shot a Globadier or Storm Vermin by shooting them in the body, which can save runs in dire situations. I see that some people value Rupture, which causes you to penetrate an additional target, but I think there is a misunderstanding about the base penetration of this weapon. This trait will simply increase your penetration from 3 targets to 4. I also would not value healing or ammunition traits as top tier on this weapon, as it is fired rather infrequently when compared to other ranged weapons, primarily being used to pick off specials. In conclusion, my opinion is that this weapon is the best in slot for both Bardin and Kruber. The advantage of being able to kill any special that you have in line of sight before it becomes a threat is just so huge. The vast majority of losses in my experience are caused by specials and storm vermin. Even if your group runs both Bardin and Kruber, I would still recommend taking 2 handguns over most other choices. This has been a Rats Chats weapon review. Thanks for tuning in, and we will be back next time with more Vermintide.
Easy, easy. There's a rattling ahead. How the fuck did you hit that? I didn't even fucking see it.
I had several pixels to choose from.
All I could see was the barrel on its back. I was going around the fucking corner.
You
can see 2
pixels of its arm, Chad. You're not even trying right now.